Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to back up Windows 10 file history to a TrueNAS scale share. Before we begin, there are some things you need ahead of time. A network attached storage NAS system with a TrueNAS scale installed. A Windows 10 computer with network access to your NAS. The IP address of your NAS, access to the root account on your NAS system, an existing storage pool and data set in TrueNAS scale, a user in TrueNAS scale with a file share permission. This process will take up to 10 minutes and is rated at a medium difficulty because of some technical terms I'll be using. After installing TrueNAS scale on your NAS, one of the first things you should do is create a file share and begin backing up critical files on your computer. If your computer uses Windows 10, one of the easiest ways to protect critical files such as documents, pictures, videos, and other files is to use a tool built into Windows known as File History. This guide will show you how to set up a file share on your NAS and configure file history to automatically back up your files. We will begin by setting up an SMB or server message block share in your TrueNAS scale. First, connect to the TrueNAS web interface. Open up a web browser on your Windows 10 computer, then type the IP address of your NAS in the URL field and press enter. At the login page, enter root in the username field and the associated password in the password field. If you have configured TrueNAS with two-factor authentication, enter your one-time passcode in the third field down. Next, we will create a data set for storing file history data. Once you have logged into your NAS, click on the Storage tab on the left side of the web interface. Click on the three-dot icon to the right of an existing data set that you want to store your share inside of, and the Data Set Options menu will appear. Next, click Add Dataset to configure options for the dataset. Fill out the name, required, and comments, optional fields. Try to be descriptive in your naming and commenting scheme. Try to describe what the dataset will be used for. Do not modify any other fields unless you have a specific use case. If you want to find out about what the other fields do, click the question mark symbol next to the desired field. Click the Save button at the bottom of the Add Dataset page once you have finished configuring all desired options. The dataset you have created will appear below your existing storage pool. With our dataset finished, we will now create an SMB share using the Add SMB Share Creation page. Click on the Shares tab on the left side of the web interface. Notice that there are 4 different share types that are available: Windows SMB shares, Unix NFS shares, block iSCSI shares targets, and web DAV. We will be creating an SMB share for compatibility with Windows. On the Sharing tab of the web interface, click Add in the Windows SMB Shares section. The Add SMB page will open. Select the dataset you wish to use to store shared files in by clicking the small triangle on the bottom left side of the Path field to see all available dataset and navigate to that data set. Notice that the name field has been filled out with the name of the data set you have selected. Enter a description of what the file share will be used for in the description field, and click the Save button at the bottom of the Add SMB page. The file share you have created will appear in the Windows SMB Shares section. Now that we have a working file share, we will set up file history on your Windows machine. On the Windows desktop screen, click the Windows icon on the bottom left corner. Click the Settings button when the Start menu opens. In the Settings app, click the Update and Security button. Click the Backup tab on the left side of the Windows Update page. On the Backup page, click More Options and under the Backup using File History. In the Backup options, click See Advanced Settings. We will now create a scheduled backup of important folders using File History. In the File History Control Panel page, click Select Drive to select where the file history backups will be stored. Click the Add Network location on the Select a File History Drive page. In the File Explorer window, double-click on the icon with your NAS's host name. If you haven't logged into your NAS before, a Windows Security Enter Network Credentials prompt will open. Type in a username and password that you have file sharing permissions on your computer or on your NAS, and then click the OK button. Navigate to the folder icon with the name of the file share you created earlier and click the Select Folder button. Notice that the file share you selected appears under the Available Drives section and click the OK button. Finally, click the Turn On button on the File History Control Panel page. Your important files are now being backed up to your file share using File History and TrueNAS Scale. Files will be backed up on a daily basis and will remain on your NAS until deleted. Thanks for watching.